Morning. I am running super late and I hope I don't run into any traffic because that would suck ass a lot. Okay. Ever get to a point you're just completely not in the mood, like ever thought in your world, like, you ever thought that you would not be in the mood, that you wouldn't find somebody attractive, that you just don't have the desire to date? Listen to that little feeling. Pay very close attention to that little feeling, because it's going to start growing and reminding you. And when you get to this point where you know that you are just don't want to date, not ready to date, and just not qualified to date, listen to that. That is basically screaming personal time. That is basically saying that you are not ready, therefore you should not embark. I am currently going through this, and I thought it was menopause and everything, but then I found out that there was a good possibility that I'm fine. I'm just sick of what these fuckboys and these guys have to offer. I kind of went back into hiding. I'm enjoying going back into hiding. I'm not going out with anybody. I'm not having any social outings, no social gatherings, nothing. I have been 100% focused on myself. And I'm proud of myself for not giving in to the bait. Because the bait is so they can basically devour you and discard you. Not a very nice thing that Andrew Tate has developed, and Andrew Tate and his friends. I know it's more than just Andrew Tate, but it's not nice to know that these guys don't have a brain or a heart of their own. They gotta be dictated, they have to be instructed how to be the greatest dirtbag, right? Because, somebody wealthy, influential, is doing really good in life, so, with his multiple children and the mothers and everything, so he's successful at it, so I should try it too mentality that's going around. Disgusting. Gosh. It shows how easily you idiots are able to be manipulated. It shows that you have no backbone to stand up and recognize what Andrew Tate was, selling. Him and the alpha male were selling to you. And yeah, you guys purchased his advice. Well, I'm out here giving it for free because I know I'm not qualified to charge you. I should. I know damn well you'd be into men, better men, than what Andrew Tate was making you out to be. Nauseating. I am truly nauseated to what spectacles these people that are using you as cash cows for slaughter. It's easy to want tweet you out, though. I already know the whole gimmick. I miss you. Oh, we should get together. Oh, you know, all this coaching to be a douchebag. How's it working out for you? Because while Andrew Tate was going around and making you all feel like you were superstars, I took it upon myself to dim your light purposely, because I don't think Andrew Tate was right about coaching guys how to gain and sleep with women and show no accountability until they're pregnant, knocked up, and then all of a sudden you have to be responsible, but you don't want to be tied down. So he showed you, you know, how to get out of being with just the, you know, the one mother. No, he shows you how to go ahead and go about it, where you could be with multiple women in your week, your month, your year. But did it ever occur to you guys that while you're getting your notch on your belt, you're putting a notch on the girl that you have no desire to build a future with? Did it ever occur to you guys that you're gonna be the bad guy in someone's story? And not just someone's story, multiple women's stories. It's okay. I developed a group where girls can bitch about it. And then probably some they're going to find out that they're with the same guy. You know, it's interesting. Guys say that they don't want to create, you know, they don't like drama. So well, stop fucking creating it. Oh, she's just too much drama. Yeah, because you fucking drove her nuts. Do you blame her? And then that wonderful shit, how many years was that going on? Oh, the craziest girls are the best sex. You know, that's great that taking advantage of supposedly crazy girls to get your rocks off. You know, that's great and everything, but I myself, when a guy tries to do that, the first thing I'm thinking is, well, he must be crazy to believe such a stupid thing. So I tell all these girls in my other group, I let them know that, you know, go back into hiding, lock the kitties down, because you guys aren't respecting them. This Netflix and chill shit, ew. This I could just take you out on the tail truck, you know, the tailgate of my truck with some beer and some stars, and you're mine. No. Maybe you should assist with her emotionally prior to assisting with her physically. See, when you lack intimacy and you're just lily pad hopping, you're setting not only her up for failure, but you're setting yourself up for failure, because you're going to gain a reputation that you're a womanizer. And you're going to run out of women. And that's my goal. I hope that you run out of women and start fucking guys. I hope that you become gay. Because that's what you deserve. You can't treat a woman right and you have no intention of developing more with her, then you deserve to fuck a dude. And that's my true honest opinion on that. You all want to fuck, y'all want to fuck? Well, fuck each other. You don't want to be intimate with a woman. You don't want to develop a bond, a foundation, a future with somebody. You have no business spreading the legs of that girl. You have no business even talking to her. And you really have no business initiating a conversation, because you just know that you just want to get laid. And then when it's your own age group coming onto your game, you're all like, ugh, well, this isn't going to get me anywhere. So what do? You start getting real stupid. You start going outside of your age range. And then you start showing that you need a mother figure. Someone that, because the girl that around your age wasn't treating you right, or, she wasn't easily manipulative or manipulated. She wasn't to your desire to accept your douchiness. So then you start changing your range of women until you finally get one that falls for it. Or so you think. While you guys think you just want to dip your stick, sometimes girls want their oil checked. They just want to get a feel of it. That doesn't mean that they're going to invest in you and take you seriously, because your behavior and actions don't coincide. I've already instructed girls not to get involved with guys whose actions and words don't match. Especially the very beginning of initiating a relationship. Another thing is when you guys, you finally get that, that pussy, right? And you're not exactly fully satisfied with it. You created a victim. Your intentions were not pure. Your intentions were selfish. Like I said, you got your notch, well, you put one on hers. And then, we got to hear, oh, well, she's this because, well, she's had this. Well, if guys would stop being fucking douchebags, that situation wouldn't even occur. And then you got old married men that have been with their woman year after year after year, complaining and bitching online, showing a really poor representation of a husband in a long-term marriage. Always pay attention to the guys that are in relationships, right? That choose jobs I'm trying not to look like I'm talking to myself. This is why I am talking to myself, but I'm also being recorded, so I was, how does it work out like that? But anyways, make sure that women pay attention to the employment of their man. If the guy is rarely home, he is choosing to be away from the home. He says, oh, it's my job, it's to pay. I break my back for my family, my kids every day. Shit. And then they wonder why their kids are so confused on discipline. So, my mom married a military man. This was her second husband. No, third. She's been married a few times. That's why I chose, if I was to get married, it was only supposed to be, for life. But my husband reminded me that that was not an option, and that I had married poorly because I had a low self-esteem. I make sure that I'm not going to make that mistake again. So while I'm conducting my interviews a little early in the game is because I'm not going to invest in someone that was lousy in bed. My ex-husband was lousy in bed. Was very selfish in bed, and he didn't apply himself. I think the very first time I asked him to go oral, and he was just like, you want me to do that? And I'm like, well, you want me to do that, kind of conversation. And it's not easy. It's not easy dealing with someone that you think is a grown man with a mentality, being told by the marriage counselor that we were attempting to see, who was, of course, the local VA therapist, that here I am about to turn 30 years old, and I'm finding out that I had married the mentality of a 14-year-old boy. Right there, I think back and I'm like, man, I was stupid. I'm not stupid anymore, but then I was. Married for the wrong reasons. I could see him trying to be Mr. Save the Day every chance he could get, because he'd made some poor choices in his life that seemed to follow him and haunt him. When everybody, like little girls, since youth and everything, since when they're young and everything, they're already targeted and focused on to what kind of wife they're going to be. Focused on what kind of home they're going to live in. They're taught these things. The main focus is so that, grab a man that will take care of you. You're like, yeah, this man will take care of you, but he'll also cheat on you, beat on you, and you're just supposed to put up with it. You're not supposed to call the cops. You're not supposed to make them be accountable for their actions. You're just supposed to put up with it. Well, I learned early that these supposed good men, the good guy, and all that stuff, I noticed that there was a differentiation. I noticed that there was a difference between age groups, mentality, behavior. But they all had one thing in common. There is an undeniable selfish trait among all of them. Not so much greedy. There's a little bit of agree, but there's definitely a selfish trait. That I hope that these videos, you know, help tune them up a little. Because it's not working out. There's far too many complaints directed to being selfish. Or goes, well, I'm horny. Horny's selfish. That's what it is. Horny is where the guy wants to get off and then carry on, you know, after he gets off, you know, does he hold, does he cuddle, does he do anything nice after he fucks you? Does he get more intimate with you, or does he pull away and call it a night and start snoring away? So you gotta understand, since their youth, they are highly influenced about how their future is supposed to be. You know, we have storybooks, we have movies, we always talk about the Prince Charming and stuff like that. Well, it's all bullshit. And people need to stop taking propaganda, media, social media, all of that, and put that down as fictional entertainment and leave it as that. Because all these cute little stories are bullshit. None of them are true. I have seen a few things where they have, you know, the actual true stories that have been very traumatized and very, you know, purposely alluring. So they change it up when it was actually a really hideous story, and so it's like playing telephone. Each version comes out different from the truth. When I tell guys to stop fucking up, I mean it. Like, another perfect example, tampons. Because a woman is cycling and stuff, you don't want a mess. I wouldn't be surprised that, anal was probably introduced at the time where the very first woman created was cycling. Like, well, I gotta put it somewhere. I'm kind of tired of her mouth. So let's put it somewhere else. And then that's probably where guys realize, well, shit, if I can put it in hers, that means something can go in mine. And, you know, and it just, the ball rolls down from there. And it just keeps piling more bullshit to it. Why on earth are, you know, our supposed creator, God, whatever you believe in, wanted to make a mess out of things is beyond me. But clearly, procreation was just to make babies and not to make it to where it was 100% enjoyable, unless you had to do some pretty weird shit to get off. You know, these kinks are over the top a bit, but it's whatever. Okay, buddy, keep moving. I'm coming in. So I've really enjoyed everybody looks like they're trying to infiltrate my peace. Shut them down. I'm not in the mood to entertain bullshit. I'm not in the mood to entertain selfishness. Verbal slap to my face to even say something of that nature to me. Like, well, yeah, I did what was best of the options given to me, but I wasn't gonna fucking sit there and act like a victim and say, you weren't there for me. Fuck you, I didn't want you to be there for me. That's the truth. I'm not gonna want to build a relationship, let alone raise a child with somebody that didn't fit my standards. Like, well, you shouldn't have spread your legs. We use protection, doofus. You could have told me that the condom broke or something. You could have mentioned some kind of, thing to where I could have probably taken care of things a little bit better. Because, that was our whole conversation. Oh, I can't have another child. My wife is going to kill me. I'm like, you're what? And then, I thought you guys were divorcing. Nope. So he thinks that I ruined his life. But he could have said no. He says, no, I don't want to do this with you. I'm a married man. That kind of stuff. But guys don't want to do that, right? Because they think, oh, what's the harm in me, having sex with somebody else? Obviously, a lot. But you're stupid. And selfish. And then you have to say, fuck my life, oh, what's this and that? Yeah, because you make poor choices. Recently came across where guys date one woman at a time, and I'm like, yeah, now they do. Because since I've been developing a soapbox to stand on and tell people what the hell's been going on, and for doing preventive measures and promoting preventive measures, yeah, that shit doesn't happen as often. I got my wake up call when I got invited to a local church's it's a women's seminar, and this seminar that I went to was talking about the very things that I talk about. They prepared me for the worst scenarios that could ever possibly take place between a man, or not a man, but a guy and a girl. They prepared me. And I felt necessary, and I took initiative to further prepare young women or young girls so they can develop into women. And yes, I'm big on women gaining independence first before choosing a mate. I did things a little backwards. When I got lemons, I didn't sit there and bitch about it. I made lemonade. So guys, there's a reason why you hate me. Because I won't put up with your bullshit. And I'm teaching other girls, young girls, ladies, women, whatever you want to label them, I'm teaching them how to avoid dipshits like you. How to avoid heartache and pain and being shattered. I'm teaching women how to be women without a man. I don't place judgment on their situations. I just give them advice on how to make it to where they're not hurting. I gotta take you out, dude. Sorry. Until I see, hear what I want. I've been through enough lessons to know the game. And I get to witness on a daily basis all sorts of relationships. And I try and coach them, help sort out their thoughts on matters that have been bothering them. Some of them give me hope. Some of them I'm like, nah, I don't want to go through that. Ever. And it's just a nice little reminder that I can choose to protect myself and not get involved. Not even embark. Not even entertain. I don't want to get behind this guy again. Shit. I'm about to cut this one short. That I'm being seen as an enemy, but truly I'm just concerned about this world's future. The more that you dipshits listen to people that are trying to make money off of you, making, their personal little cash cows, they make it to where, they're sending you for fucking slaughter. And they're okay with it. They still go to sleep while you're suffering. But you thought it was a wise investment because somebody told you. Well, you know, the people that are telling you, oh, this is a great idea, you should try this. Oh, dude, check this dude out. He's a great, great philosopher. Great at, getting up ahead in life and everything. You don't think that guy probably isn't getting a perk out of, sharing this dude's info with you? Do you know that every time you share an influencer's thing, they make money? Only the ones that are, verified influencers. Ones that have that special mark and everything, that you could take them seriously. You should take them over the person that is truly, looking out for humankind. So humanity still exists and flourishing. I don't make a cent from this. This is just a hobby of mine, but I just felt like, this is directed towards what I want to, provide in the future. Where I have an office, I have a possible degree. I haven't decided yet, but I just still keep seeing that I am going to keep pursuing something of this nature. Because, I attempted to go to school to become a chemical dependency counselor, and it just didn't feel right. It was directing me to people that their goal was to pull me into their shit instead of just letting me counsel them. So, and plus the death of my one of my younger lovers really cured me on wanting to express how much I dislike drugs, alcohol, huge consuming of things that are going to affect personal relationships. And I'm talking about just, the relationship between a man and a woman. I'm talking about mother-daughter, son-father, grandpa, uncle, all the, the family relations, friend relations, all these things that your poor choices have an effect on. Have a negative impact fluence. I have a no tolerance level for drugs and alcohol affecting me when I'm not the one consuming it. So I have a no tolerance level because I'm not going to put up with the bullshit or the shenanigans of it, especially if it has a negative impact in my day, my life, and stuff like that. I don't condone it, and I sure as hell don't get involved. So, anyways, I gotta get to work. I'm gonna be rather late, and I am making sure that I'm not so late that I can't perform my job. Anyways, something to think about, guys. Women are tired of your shit. Men, keep up the good work. We're proud of you. You've come a long way. On that note, y'all have a good one.